Hi everyone. I started pop on and give you a quick update on my health and how things are going and what I've got planned for the future. So, as you're aware, if you've been following my channel, I had my right kidney took out because I had that humongous cancerous tumour on it. Anyway, I put the picture on the community of the incision that the surgeon done to take it out. Anyway, after the operation, when I come round, the pain I was in was unbelievable. I'm not saying anybody else hasn't been through that sort of thing, but my God, it was something I wasn't prepared for at all. They didn't give me morphine; they gave me Fentanyl, which is stronger. The reasons they didn't give me morphine is because apparently morphine's not very good for your kidney, and same as I now only have one left. Yeah, I was struggling with breathing. I'm struggling a little bit now as well. Yeah, so basically for three and a half days after the operation, I just wishing I was dead. It was unreal, absolutely unreal. And my recovery's been very, very slow. And then last Monday, I woke up. I've been sleeping on this settee here because it's very difficult for me to get in and out of the bed upstairs. Obviously, where the incision is, just under my rib cage, he's cut through the muscles and the nerve endings and everything. It's just pulling and stretching it constantly, and it's just agonising. I've been trying to keep mobile. I can probably walk about 60, 70 yards, and that's painful, but it's more of a discomfort. As soon as I start going past that, the pain starts again. It's pretty much intolerable. I'm trying to do a little bit more each day. But anyway, going back to last Monday, I'd woke up and my breathing was starting to get shallower and shallower. And eventually I was really, really struggling just to breathe. So I phoned 111, which, if you're not from the UK, 111 is basically our health line. It's not an emergency number, they just give you advice on what you should do and that. So I phoned them. Obviously, they could hear I was short of breath and struggling to breathe, so they suggested that they were going to send an ambulance for me to take me up to hospital. But I told them I could make my own way, but they said no, we'd rather the paramedics look at you first before you go to hospital and everything, assess you. So fair enough. So they said it'll take about 3 hours. So I said, yeah, I'm fine with that. And then I got a call about 10 minutes later from the actual ambulance paramedic people, not the ones that were coming to see me, just sort of their assessment thing. And she assessed me and she said, I'm going to prioritise you higher, so the ambulance will be there within 10 minutes. So it came anyway. They hooked me all up to ECGs and everything when they were in the house. And they rushed me up to the hospital. When I got to hospital, they sent me down for another PET scan, and they found that there was an internal infection from where they took the kidney, and there was a lot of pus and fluid all sat around my lungs and everything. So I was in a few days, and within that few days, they started me on some antibiotics and things, and got my breathing to pretty much how it has been. And then the consultants obviously go away and they discuss the options whether they were going to take me back to theatre, which I was dreading, I've got to be honest, and open me up and suck out, basically hoover out all of the poison and infection inside, or they were going to put a drain on, which I'd have thought they'd have done anyway, but they hadn't put a drain on. And they basically discounted both of them for the time being. and they just gave me some really strong antibiotics, kept me in another night to just monitor, and then released me the following day. So last Wednesday I came home. And then when I came home, I apologise for I'm talking, I only talk so much at the moment. So when I came home, the following day, my incision opened up at one side. It had already been red and inflamed and swollen. And just, if you're squeamish, just mute. A load of absolutely brown gunk pus just started oozing out in sort of little tubfuls. So I was cleaning up. I phoned the hospital because the ward said if there was any change to phone the ward, not my GP. So I phoned them, and they said no, that's fine. It's the antibiotics are pushing any sort of infection around your wound inside. They'll be put. I'm not quite sure where I was there. I got a overheating thing. So yeah, so the pushing it. So I phoned them. They said it was the antibiotics just pushing out any poison and things. So told me just to clean it and dress it and whatever. So my antibiotics finished this morning. It's still constantly weeping. Not so much the pus anymore, more watery yellow fluid coming out. But I actually go to see the surgeon for my review this Thursday coming, the 27th of July. Are we in? July, yeah, July. Everything's just merging into one. I'm losing track of days and everything. So I'm hoping obviously going to bring that up with him, and he'll be able to see for himself. And I'm hoping he'll put a drain on, because it's just like a big lump of flesh. Looks like a roll of fat above my wound at the one end, because it is a fairly big wound. It's not right along it. It's just maybe 6 or 7 inches at the end of my wound where it goes around towards my back, and it looks like a roll of fat, but it isn't. It's just basically a reservoir of pus and fluid that keeps building up. So I'm hoping he'll put a drain in, but I think they should be sending me for another PET scan as well anyway, to see if the infection from inside is clearing up. But as you can probably tell, I'm still not the best, and my recovery is very, very slow. I'd be surprised it's as slow as this. I honestly thought I'd a lot further on, and I think the infection has knocked me back a bit. So anyway, that's about it on my health side for now. So it's going to be a long time, I think, before I get back to work at this rate of knots. I still struggle just brushing my teeth and doing everyday things that normal people do, and that still. So washing myself, I can shower, but I can only stand in the shower for so long before it becomes too painful. But bending over sink, wash your face, things like that. All them things that you just take for granted, just very painful. So anyway, as far as the channel's concerned, I will continue. As soon as I'm better, I'm going to get back out. I've got tents to test. I've bought some new mics. I've been trying them, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. They work and then they didn't work. It's these here, £30 off Amazon. And I've seen some other people use them and they seemed okay, so I don't know. I'll get round to trying them out, testing them out. While I've been sat, I've been busy on that Temu as well. It's very addictive. This hat was off there, £2, some big baseball cap. And to be fair, everything I've ordered has come through, and there is some garbage there, but some of it I knew was going to be garbage. And there's some stuff that's perfectly fine and it's okay and it's really cheap. So that's been alright. So I've been passing my days buying loads of shite. And I've bought a canoe. I bought an Inuit 3-person canoe inflatable, which is quite a decent one. If you watch Gareth and Zoe, it's the same one they've got, the orange one, the big one. So we've got that for me and the wife, but I'm also aiming, when I get, again, health dependent, on getting up a couple of the rivers and that, and doing a bit of wild camping, taking my gear, doing a few overnights on the river and that, which I'm looking forward to. even across to the Lake District, get on the lakes and some of them islands. So that's all going to be happening at some point, or whether health dependent. Anyway, I'll leave that here because I'm going on a bit. I'm sure there's other things I've meant to mention, but it's just to let everyone know what I'm doing and what I've got planned for the channel. So yeah, so there's going to be some canoe camping. There was a bargain from Planet X, 800 ml titanium pot that I bought. When I forget then, I'm not going to have to send this camera back. Yeah, so I bought the Intuit 3-person canoe, so hopefully going to do some. There's going to be some canoe and river along that while camping overnighters. Like I say, hopefully maybe get to the lakes, get out on them islands, as well as my normal wild camping. And hopefully at some point I'll get back to my cycling as well. And maybe do a few little mini tours on my bike. So fingers crossed and health and dependent, I will get there. But I thought I'd just pop this up to let people know how I'm doing and just to keep the channel alive basically. So yeah, thanks for watching and you all take care. I hope you've all been having a brilliant summer. I know we've had a lot of rain lately, but hopefully you enjoyed that little mini heat wave we had. But yeah, so I hope you are all in good health as well, and if you're not, I hope you get better soon. Okay, thanks a lot, guys, and I'll catch you all in the next one, whatever it may be, and whenever it may be. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye for now. Love you loads. Mwah!